Hello, it's Eamon McAuley here, back with another wee chat about boxing. Uh, Gerry Cooney, I think, was a great boxer who should have been world champion. I'm not sure if his management was good or bad, as Cooney got $5 million to challenge Larry Holmes for the WBC World Heavyweight title. Holmes was a champion who was making his 12th defence of the title, and he had to share a 10 million purse with Gerry Cooney. Holmes had earned his chance of a big purse. Cooney hadn't. Cooney could punch, but he hadn't beat a top 10 opponent. His three standout wins were against guys who were clearly past their best. Nevertheless, Cooney knocked out Ron Lyle, Jimmy Young, and Ken Norton in spectacular fashion. But more importantly, Cooney was white, and America hadn't had a white heavyweight champion since Rocky Marciano 25 years earlier. The build up to Holmes Cooney was ugly, nasty, and racist. The vast majority of white America wanted Cooney to win. Incredibly, the bookies had Holmes only a slight favourite, and most of the experts had Cooney to win, including Muhammad Ali. Nearly all Cooney's fights had ended early, but Holmes said he was going to bring Cooney into deep water and drown him. Deep water meaning the later rounds. We had not long moved to Homedean Gardens then. This was June the 11th, 1982. My dad and my friend Noel McGee and me stayed up to watch the fight live on RTE. The film The Deer Hunter was shown for the first time just before the Holmes Cooney fight, so it was quite a night of TV. Cooney was Irish American, and that's why RTE showed it. The first round was a feeling out round with very little action, but in the second, Holmes threw a left and a right, landing clean in Cooney's jaw. Cooney's legs went, and as he tried hard to stay on his feet, he brushed the canvas and took a knee as the ghost of Dwayne Bobbitt hovered over him. This could have been humiliating for Cooney, but he bravely rose and punched back at Holmes, as Holmes appeared to be circumspect. Cooney punched back in the third, fourth, and fifth, giving as good as he got. In the sixth, Cooney was badly hurt again, as his legs turned to spaghetti. This time, Holmes went after him, and Cooney showed that there was nothing wrong with his guts, firing back, catching Holmes several times. But that night, Holmes' job was majestic, as Cooney's face started to bust up. Holmes was certainly in control, but Cooney was still very dangerous and still very much in the fight. The 10th round was a belter, with the two of them unloading their best punches as me, Noel, and my dad were shouting and screaming. My dad, Noel, who would go on to win the Commonwealth Pro title and box for the European crown, were rooting for Cooney, but I had a tenner in Holmes, and I was rooting for him. Me and Noel were 16 at the time, and we lived and breathed boxing. Noel was also the brother of Eamon McAuley, who also won a Commonwealth Pro title and nearly beat Ricky Hatton. Eamon and Noel's other brother Terry also boxed for the European crown as professionals. In the 11th and 12th rounds, Cooney started to wilt. Holmes, as he said, was bringing Cooney into deep water, and Cooney was drowning. Holmes landed with a series of rights in the 13th, and Cooney's left touched the canvas. But before he got a count, Cooney's coach, Victor Valley, was in the ring with his arms around his fighter, and it was over. Both boxers came out of the ring with credit. Cooney was still young and could come again, but he was heartbroken. devastated. He stayed out of the ring for over 2 years. He came back with 2 wins against average boxers, then boxed Michael Spinks, who had took a title of Holmes, getting stopped in 5 rounds. Then Cooney took another few years out, then came back and got knocked out by comebacking George Foreman in 2 rounds. Then Cooney retired. Some people today refer to him as a bum. He was most certainly not a bum. Cooney was a tough, courageous, heavy-handed fighter who, no doubt, would have been champion had he boxed more regularly against world-class opposition. He maybe should have went for the WBA title held by Mike Weaver at the time. Then boxed Holmes. Holmes had to be at his best that night, June the 11th, 1982, and he was. Holmes gives credit to Cooney in his book Against the Odds by Phil Berger, and he says Cooney was certainly no bum. He says he actually bet $5,000 on Cooney to beat Spinks and Foreman. Regarding money, Cooney's managers got him big money fights against Holmes, Spinks and Foreman. He is set up for life now and he doesn't ever need to work again. But I know that there's a burning pride in most boxers. I know that he'll always have regrets. And he has to live with it. Thanks for listening to me, folks. Take care. God bless.